Hello everyone, it's the Historical Gamer once again, and today we're returning to Ultimate General Civil War, and we are fighting through the Battle of Chickamauga. We have thus far resisted the early Confederate assaults here. On day one of the battle, we successfully delayed Confederate reinforcements through the use of repeaters and advanced cavalry and some entrenchments. On the second day of the fight, the last video, we stumbled our way through wooded terrain, got several of our units shot to pieces, but at the end of the day, we were able to largely push back the Confederate forces that were to our front. In this video, we will be continuing that attempt to defeat the enemy here and continue our Union campaign Let's Play. This is, I think, part 50 now of this series, looking at the Union side of the American Civil War and Ultimate General Civil War, and playing through the Grand Campaign. I don't think I've ever had a video series that has lasted 50-plus episodes, but this one has, and thus far continues to receive quite a bit of encouragement and excitement from folks who have been watching, so I certainly appreciate that, guys. With that being said, this is taken from a live stream from a couple of weeks ago, so I am going to go ahead and drop out, per the usual of late, and turn it over to myself, dictating from the past. With that being said, guys, here we'll take a look at the battle. We'll see how it unfolds, and hopefully the Union is able to continue its early successes. But sit back, enjoy, and we'll find out. Then they'd have to come up down this crossroads almost, I think, to get at us. So I think I'm going to gamble here. I think if we hold them here along this crossway here, I don't think they have any way it getting between us. That's my assumption. Could be wrong. Could be disastrous. I'm sending a large force that way. We'll leave some troops south of the fords as well. On the objective here. Where are these guys going? Move him north. Alright. So if they're going to get at us, they're going to have to either come through here or straight through these woods. So we'll see. Alright, we've got 3 more hours to hold out. Just makes me nervous because this is one of those battles where historically the Confederates found a gap in the Union lines. Exploited it. But I think if we put our troops in these positions, I don't think they have a way to get between us. I don't think there's any way to cross. Yeah, you've got to go here, so at the end of the day, they've either got to get at us from the south or they've got to get at us from the north. There's really no center ground for them to come through. That's my understanding, anyway. We'll see. Hector's tiny brigade. Of course, there's enemy cavalry kind of in our rear that could threaten those victory points as well. Maybe we deploy some infantry just to make sure we don't lose those objectives, because we need some troops on the objectives. Oh shit. They're coming from over there. They're already there. Alright, fuck that. Move through these woods. Because the rest of our position is flanked. Or not, actually. Don't panic. I'm good at that. We can probably be okay if we just hold where I had us originally. I hope. God damn it. Alright, we've got good ground here. Just a matter of where the rebels are gonna go. There's really no threat to our front, so we can move Caldwell back. And also move Lynch back. We'll see here. Yeah, it looks like the right flank in my northern position is a little bit exposed. But the good thing is, they may be exposing their own flank to try and move north. My northern flank is definitely vulnerable. Just not sure how vulnerable. Holy shit. This had to be enemy cavalry that got in behind us. Why are you advancing this way? What the fuck? I didn't tell you to advance. I told you to shoot at them. Yeah, the gap happened historically, but not the way the game is portraying it. Fuck that. Let's go on the offensive. Let's move north. We're gonna just piecemeal pour north. There's not much reason to hold here. I suppose the enemy could come for us, but that seems less likely than them just moving north. We got plenty of troops here to guard it anyway. Some of these guys south. Just some. Alright. Like, what are they? There's obviously no serious enemy troops on this objective. It had to be just cavalry running around, causing mayhem or something. Alright, so we resecured the ford. Doesn't seem like the enemy have anywhere near as many troops as I thought, maybe, pouring north. We'll see. They're attacking in great strength here. Let's pull back to this wood line. There's no reason to engage the enemy when they have the advantage. I don't think we have any serious resistance which is going to materialize from the north, so I'm actually going to shift most of my troops from this northern line south. I think we destroyed and pushed them off, and there should be no more troops coming from that direction. So we'll pull these guys back to the wood line. Okay. Got troops coming north still. Advance there. In the south, I don't feel any real pressure. I've got to keep some troops there. Alright. Put you on the objective spot. These guys are a little too exposed. Get back into the woods. Get back into the woods! Ah, shit, you routed. Skirmishers, get back here. This is just a fucked up, generally a fucked up position here. Alright, so they just fired a point-blank volley into McNair's tiny brigade. Now they're charging him. This is such a clusterfuck. Meanwhile, in the south, you've got D.H. Hill continuing to press hard against us. Just a godforsaken general position to be in. Alright. Aaron Brigade is losing a lot more than I want it to. But actually, right now I don't think anyone's shooting at it, except for maybe some artillery. We've got so many troops that could be fighting that are just not. Alright. I guess I didn't want to engage in this open field, but I'm kind of being baited into it. My flank is very vulnerable back here. How did they get all the way back here? Like, where the fuck are these guys going through? Good God. This is fucked. The lines are porous. No one is anywhere. And yet they're not really seriously... It doesn't really feel like they're seriously threatening these particular positions. We've also got way too many men here in the south still that I haven't deployed. Alright, you guys run up there. Enemy's cavalry is going to charge us there. They're turning our position, but got really good defensive ground and some good artillery in here that's at least delaying them. They're not really... I don't know, this is just such a weird battle right now. Alright, those skirmishers are gone. Alright guys, I know this is probably really exciting at the moment. Come on, you guys. move up through this good terrain. Let's pause for a second. I need to take stock of our situation here. Alright, so we can turn them through here perhaps. Advance south. These guys are just doing nothing. Our center is exposed. They're not really, just kind of scattered troops everywhere. These guys are all marching north. Great. Kind of guarding our southern flank here. Yeah, alright. We could always pull some of these troops back. I'd rather not. Rather hang on to our position up here, but I don't think there's any troops in the north here anymore either. Enemy troops anyway. Let's move like this. I'm leaving a few units up north near that objective because I do think it's possible the enemy could still have forces up there. Meanwhile, I'm trying to flank their northern attacking force while holding our own flank. There's troops in behind us. Kind of holding. We've got troops dug in here. Got reinforcements marching north. Really, the only objective that feels in danger right now is this northern one because of where everything is. I don't even know what to do with this brigade here. Let's move these guys quickly. Alright, so we are flanking them here, which is good. Very good. So we've kind of got this grove of trees that's acting as kind of our Gibraltar, if you will. And then there's kind of a division of troops in between us over here. You know, these guys are kind of swinging south a little bit. Maybe to come in behind us. Just not using my troops all that effectively. Bidwell's going to come here on Sheffield's flank, but there's enemy horsemen to the north that are threatening this piece of the line. Kind of sacrificing Latimer here to buy us more time as these brigades race north. Charging into woods is not ideal, to say the least. Bitwell came in here and routed Sheffield at least, that's a positive. Probably Longstreet. Longstreet historically split our line. Hood is part of Longstreet's corps, so that would make the most sense. Why don't you pull back a little bit? But it's just weird that they got so far into our rear back here without us even, like, I don't know, it's just... The game should have given us time to deploy our forces. Because, you know, again, historically they were fighting along this whole line before the Confederates got in behind them. That's kind of the frustrating thing. It's not like the Union were just arriving. They were in position. They were fighting, and then an order kind of confused the whole situation and caused them to pull out of position. So to mimic that historic flank attack, they basically said, like, oh, no one was there. We must secure the Lafayette Road at all costs. Don't we already have that road secured? The last brigades of Longstreet's corps should arrive late tonight, so the Confederates are not yet at full strength. General, if we break their forces holding their right flank, we can win the battle today. Secure Jay's Mill. Well, I have done that. And Brotherton Road, but prioritize the defense of Lafayette Road. Okay, so I've
got both of these secure, unless the enemy's going to suddenly throw more troops at those positions. I guess we can pull a brigade or two north just to be safe. We're going to send General George B. Gamer south. We're going to continue flanking them over here. I don't feel broken in two, guys. I feel okay. Unless, actually, I don't know what day the actual shattering attack occurred. The only thing I've got to deal with over here is like roving Confederate cavalry, which are just kind of annoying. Alright, our troops need some ammunition up here. We're kind of split, but we're kind of not. It's weird. They're not really in our rear, but they are kind of astride our flank. Supply wagon, get over here to the Springfields. Wow, 3,000 casualties inflicted? You guys are doing work. Should be getting more supply. There's a wagon right here behind them. Alright, so we're extending... Oh god. Well, Ector's getting shot at, but he's not the one actually fighting them. Okay. Alright. Move forward. Alright, so they've got a brigade trying to, again, go in behind us and go for the objective. But the good thing is, screw you, Buckner. We've got a brigade right here behind you. We can just shoot into your rear. Hopefully rout you. Oh, flank canister or case fire into the side of your lines. And then Mahone just savaging your side there. Good job. Alright, move forward to this position. Terrell, move forward there. And a brigade with reasonably good stamina, go ahead and charge you. Porter, you can pull back here. I think we've reestablished our line, more or less. Alright. Alright, Mahone. Oh god, Vaughn. You're getting way too far forward there. I love the enthusiasm, but not quite so much, okay? Okay. Alright, hopefully our supply wagon can get a little bit of supply to these brigades over here. They're a little bit far forward. Vaughn, you should probably fall back. You're too far. Too far in advance. Black Hat boys will go up here and defend the objective. Alright, this weird, bizarre infiltration of our lines seems to be dealt with. Still a couple of brigades up here in the north that are... Really? Meleeing with that? It's foolish. Alright. Okay. Get over there. Supply wagon. Oh god. Canister fire sucks. Alright, you guys are getting ammo. Arden's burning through what supply he has left. I don't know how to see what he has left, but he's burning through it for sure. Expose your flank, that's great. Yes, very much. Do that. Fire from front. And flank volley, go. Second flank volley, go. There you go. Rear flanked? Who's shooting you from the rear? I don't see anyone over there. Oh god. You're standing in the open. There's an enemy artillery battery. Oh god. Oh god. Alright, that was perhaps over-aggressive and foolish. Overall, I think we're doing okay. I think there is another day, but we're kind of concerningly low on supply. That could be an issue. Okay, Gavin, deal with that artillery on your flank. Bring this artillery forward. You guys are really not doing much back there. The Iron Brigade, it's Gavin that's getting hit by canister, not really the Iron Brigade. Where's our ammo wagon? Get down here. Alright. That artillery is fighting too damn well for an artillery crew. Outnumbered 5 to 1. Give me a break. Alright, I'm gonna see if I can pull the Iron Brigade out all together. Bring Nelson down. Alright. You go back here. Get out of that fight. There's no reason to be there. Alright, I'm gonna fast forward, guys. The enemy is attacking. Bringing our ammo wagon for the second corps south. So our first corps ammo is pretty much exhausted. It is now officially exhausted. Alright, so Gavin did end up dealing with that enemy artillery, which is good. I don't want you advancing out in the open like that, Stanley. Shit! They're coming for our rear! Pull Hogden out. Alright. This is a disorganized fight, but it's one we're winning. I don't know if there's another day here. Historically there was, but we're doing well enough where I'm not sure if there will be. Alright, so they're advancing some troops to our rear to try and hold this objective. Move Ector up to kind of guard this. Alright. They've really not overrun us at any point. This artillery battery is getting savaged a bit. They're charging, but they're disorganized, but they're running all over. Alright. Alright, well, let's see what happens now. If we got nope, it's a victory. Alright. We won the Battle of Chickamauga. 58,000 rebels involved, 37,000 casualties. We did lose about 20,000 of our own men. So 19,412 infantry, 17 guns, 972 cavalry. Our units, the best units, the Springfields, 3,800 casualties inflicted, 1,000 lost. The Pleasantons, 2,900 to 1,200, 2,500 to 1,100, 1,900 to 1,200. The most efficient Confederate brigade had about even, 1 to 1. Ector's just slightly worse than 1 to 1, but just look at the performance here. All of the brigades kind of on the bottom are the rebels in terms of efficiency ratings. If we look at goods captured, again, we lost about 19,000 of our own weapons, but here's the gold mine. Because we had those 5,000 troops armed with Spencers, we rescued 1,000 Spencers from troops that weren't even our own. That's going to be frickin' gold. We also had some Spencer carbines, which we can give to some cavalries. We captured some Remingtons. We captured some 1842s. Looks like some rebel units are still using some 1842s. Captured 5 Napoleons, 7 6-pounders, 10 ordnance rifles. Not a ton of Enfields that we captured. The enemy had some M&Js, some 10-pound Parrots, some Palmettos, which are basically just modified 1842s. Yeah. I feel like you capture more weapons in the early battles, but I could be wrong there. That may just be because those battles are more lopsided. We obtained all of our objectives, except for holding Horseshoe Ridge, which I don't think we ever got pushed to, so I think that's why. Yeah. Officers, a bunch of promotions, several major generals. We did lose several generals wounded, but I think the way the game works now is all wounded soldiers are returned to you after the end of a campaign. Gain 20 career points, 20 reputation, 11,000 reinforcements. Also, because we've got nearly maxed out medicine, of those 20,000 casualties, we lost 18,000, or 18% will return to us as walking wounded. So almost 3,600 troops will return to us as walking wounded, if I can do math right. Which means really more like 16,000 casualties. We get 11,000 replacements as well. We can go ahead and use medicine. We've got 2 more career points to spend. So I think I don't really see any reason to have an additional 5th corps at the moment. We can't even field 3 full corps right now, let alone 4, which we could. So I think we're going to just put that that experience into medicine and training to give us cheaper veteran replacements. Yes, sir. So we'll go ahead and do that. Again, another victory in our fight to eradicate the rebellion. You can see here we're about to fight the Cold Harbor campaign, the Grand Cold Harbor campaign, which, by the way, how many corps can we bring to battle there, too? It looks like the Battle of Cold Harbor allows you up to 5 corps. Obviously, we won't have that. You're required at least 3, which we should be able to muster when we assign all of our reinforcements. Additionally, let's see here. In addition to that, there's 2 battles before it. There's Brock Road, and there's the Mule Shoe. So the Mule Shoe is obviously the Battle of Spotsylvania. Barak Road is the wilderness. So these two minor quote-unquote battles are actually major. Wow. I've never seen a non-grand battle. So Cold Harbor is obviously the grand battle, but Barak Road is the wilderness. And it only gives you 5 reputation if you win it. But you actually deploy 2 corps. And the enemy has 50,000 men. This is the wilderness as a minor battle somehow. Yeah. What if we were to deploy the troops that we have? We've got about 70,000 troops. So yeah, we've got about 17,000 still to replace. We've got enough reputation where we can spend some on, more replacements. Again, we're kind of becoming like Grant in becoming a butcher. We also can buy more Spencer carbines. Overall, I'm very happy with the recent battles. We didn't lose even the Iron Brigade, which really got torn up. You can see, wow, this is a good brigade. 100 everything except melee. Yeah, so we've got a lot to do. Actually, those wounded generals don't come back to us. But we've got a lot to do and figure out. We got 1,000 Spencers. Maybe we just outfit the Iron Brigade with Spencers. That would be fun. And increase them to about 1,000 men. I don't know. We'll see. But I think, you guys, I've been streaming for almost 2 hours now. I think I'm going to go ahead and end this stream here. It's a little bit after midnight my time. We fought the Battle of Chickamauga. We'll worry about reorganizing the army in the next battle. I hope you guys all enjoyed the fight. I appreciate you all sticking around here. And until tomorrow, guys, this is the Historical Gamer saying thank you for watching, and I'm out.